Hey Busy Fit fam, this is Stephen Anderson and I'm your Busy Fit coach. Welcome to week 4, day 2 of your Busy Fit 2.0 Healthy Habits Coaching, and I am so glad that you're here. Speaking to your life who you are working to become. Faith comes by hearing, and so we speak those things that be not as though they were. So what I'm going to do is give you an assignment to write your own eulogy. It'll be really short, but write a 5 to 10 sentence eulogy of what you would want people to hear, what you want someone to say. What is it that you want people to remember you by? So to make this a little bit easier, because this can require a lot of thought, I'm going to give you the 5 areas that I look at when it comes to life, and I'm starting with the most important. Number 1 is faith. What type of relationship do you want to have with God? Number 2 is your family and friends. In other words, those who are close to you. What kind of relationship do you want to have with others? Number 3 is going to be your finances, because you have to work and you have to be able to take care of and maintain yourself and those who you care about. And number 4 is going to be your fitness. That's your health and your well-being, which you're working on by being right here, right now. And then number 5 is fun. It's just learning to enjoy your life. So you'll write down 1 to 2 sentences in each one of these areas, and I'll email you a template for you to make sure that you can remember these down, but you need to write them down in your Busy Fit workbook, and these will become part of your daily confession. Remember that these are not where you are, these are where you want to be. So these can be very lofty goals. In other words, we're going to speak it until it becomes part of who we are. This is one of the main keys that has created this program, is that I just spoke it until it came into existence, and you can do the same thing. So if you want to be healthier, then make sure you put that in. If you want to earn more money, then you put that in. If you want to be a kinder person, put that in. All of that information gets here first, comes out through your mouth, gets in your mind, and then you ask, you seek, and you knock. These are action words that you do on a day-to-day basis to make those things that are not, make them be, because we're learning that no matter what happens, as long as we're working for it and we got our eyes on the prize, then we can keep moving forward. All right, so today we're going to continue to learn about proteins. Remember that proteins are comprised of building blocks called amino acids. Now, there are over 20 amino acids that are needed in the body, but there are only 9 that the body cannot produce on their own. Therefore, they have to be consumed in your food. And when you have those 9 all together in one food source, they're considered a complete protein source. Now, that's going to be easily your animal sources like eggs or poultry or beef or even pork. All of these have all 9 of the building blocks that we need that are essential. Now, when it comes to your plant-based, generally they do not have all 9 sources of protein. Now, plants can provide you a good source of protein, but you have to know that if you're a vegetarian or you're a vegan, you have to be careful to make sure that you get all 9 of those blocks when you're consuming your proteins through your plants. The thing about proteins are, for these amino acids, if you don't have all 9, then none of them work. So you have to consume all 9 of them, not in the same meal, but during the same day in order for them to work. So you want to make sure you have that. I will include a video in the resource area today that will help you get some idea of some great plant-based protein sources, where some of them are complete protein sources and you can add them to your eating plan. Now, when it comes to planning your protein sources for each meal, which is the goal, you want to really stay within a small circle of healthy protein options in the beginning. So whether it's fish or eggs, or you have your plant sources available, make sure that you're staying within about 3 to 5 in the beginning so you can get used to having those in the rotation. Now, the ultimate goal is to expand that out to a very wide range, but we have a lot of time and we're going to do that over the years. But right now we want to start out with simplicity, because simplicity is clarity, and simplicity makes it easier for you to prepare. We're going to talk more about that later this week. All right, now we're on to our calls to action. Get those Busy Fit mindset statements read every single morning. And then your number one habit is to drink water. Number two is to get your activity or your rest in. Number three is to make sure you're eating slowly to 80%. And of course, number four, we're choosing a healthy source of protein for each and every meal. Make sure you're looking at your calendar to see if you're ready for your prep up for the setup for the week. As of now, we're still just concerned about the water. We'll get to how you're going to prep up for the setup for your protein sources later through the week. And let's make sure that you remember to check your email, as you'll be getting an email on that formula that we talked about for getting your eulogy done. And check the resources area for more information on how to get some good plant-based eating, plant-based proteins. Now, even if you're not going to be going vegan or vegetarian, these are great sources and good information for you to know. All right. So until then, I will persist. I will persist until I succeed. I'll never give up, and I will see you on tomorrow.